Oh yeah, 3 zeros, Power Ranger collection, 1/6 scale. Yes, you know what I'm thinking? It's morphin' time. Welcome back, toy fans. We are here with another Ranger, the Ranger Slayer, the Pink Ranger, an older version of Kimberly that was controlled by none other than Lord Draken. Pink and black. I love that. That's a nice little color mesh up. Got a bow and arrow thing going on there. Yes. Pretty cool. Love the artwork. It's just 3-0 is just awesome. All right. But now opening the window. Yes, the power of the pterodactyl. Just under a spell. There she is. Look at that. She has a cape and everything. Looks so mean, man. There's our part of the window. Now let's get it open. All right. First thing I'm going to do, of course, cut this guy open. Like so. All right. Now, I'm slide her out. All right. So here, bow and arrow, fabric cloth, utility belt. Yeah, she comes kind of loaded, doesn't she? Of course, the warranty and stuff. All right. I'll put that back in the box there. All right. All right, so let's put that over here. Nice little back display. All right, there she is. So let's go ahead and get her open. Pull that. All right. Put that to the side. Go and pull her out of there. Yes. Let's get all this stuff off her. All right. Man, they actually tucked that in there, didn't they? That's actually okay. We'll get to that in a minute. All right, that she has a little armor going on there. Her cape has foot, and of course you got little, keep your box together kind of thing. All right. So now we got this thing in the back, which is usually, I don't know what, with tape or something. Or if I can just, I know she don't have the white part right there to cover that belt. All right, so we're going to go ahead. Try to get rid of this plastic nicely. All right, as I stab the cape. All right, cool. So let's go ahead. Bring it with the rest. Yep, take that off. All right, let's do this head thing here real quick. Let me slide it up. Yeah, like so. Oh man, wicked. And she has a little plastic cover right there for it. So that works out so you don't break or bend. Oh, wow. She already looks evil just walking. Oh, guess what? You can move her cape around. Look at that. Has a little wire in the back. Nice. All right. Nice. Notice she looks completely different from Kimberly. Completely different. She still has the little pterodactyl going on there, but she's black. Evil pterodactyl. But she's one of the minions, actually, right-hand man, pretty much, to Lord Draken. The little cape thing going on, man. That looks pretty freaking good. So, I do like the solid color look. Little spandex thing going on. Yes. Instead of white, it's pink. That looks freaking cool. I love that. Little armor piece there going on too. So, and it's on Velcro. Okay, that's good to know. So, arm right here feels solid. Hold on, let me take that off real quick. Can you move that? Yes, you can. All right, that's good to know. It looks solid for a minute. All right. That and that. Yep, but like I said, she don't have a little cover going on back there. Looks pretty freaking good to me. All right, let's put our stuff back together real quick. Boom. A little Velcro piece. Make sure it's on there. I don't want to lose that. Yes, I love that helmet, man. Look at that. Sharp. Those are sharp. Man, that's sick. Okay, cool. She's not wearing the common Power Ranger boots, so hopefully these don't fall off so easy because there's nothing really to push on against it. So, yes. So what we're going to do is stand her up real quick and see what else she has. So she feels a little weight, like loose in the ankles and stuff. So you can pose her, but you got to balance it right because I feel like she's just going to fall over. So, and of course I got to work on that cape. All right. First up is our Power Blaster. If you notice the difference between the originals, it is black and gray. Yes. Boom. It does do the same stuff. Pop it down, slide that forward, and of course, flip the blade open. Close that. Yep. There you go. So that's the same. That's awesome. Feels very, very loose though, finicky. So be careful with that. So we're gonna put that in our little holster, which our holster is just kind of there. Close that up. Yeah, even like the T-Rex mouth doesn't want to close straight. That's kind of sad. So look at that. We'll pretend it does. Okay. I'll stick it in there. That puts a little weight there. Hopefully that'll help hold it. All right. Slide that back. That's cool. Black weapon. I didn't know that. Remember I was talking about the Power Rangers need their own weapon colors? Yes. That's kind of an example of it. I like it. All right. So, first we got the arrow, which actually looks just like Kimberly's. I don't see really any battle scars on it and stuff like that too, so she must be experienced. Really nice. All right. Now, we're going to take out her bow, which is actually in there pretty good. Look at that bow. Got the rubber band effect going on there too. That's cool. You know what looks familiar with that? The Sword of Darkness, right? Sword of Darkness one way and the other way. Turn that into a bow. That's what the spell's under. So once they break the spell, she's no longer under Lord Dragon's spell. But that is wicked cool. That's pretty sharp, bendable a little bit. So nice. Now we got to figure out what kind of hands to use for that. So I'll go ahead, take these hands, dump them out. All right, like so. All right. So we got, of course, you get your fist. The fist going on. Got the other fist, which I might not use. All right. Then we got two grips with the same ones. That obviously looks like it'll hold a bow. And you got this one too. That looks like where she's getting ready to pull the arrow back. Well, depend. I guess no, that's to hold a bow too, right there. That one's to pull the arrow. So you actually put the arrow actually between these two fingers. It looks like compared to the other Ranger. So nice. So I'm going to use that one. Of course, will this one work better for holding her bow? I think it will. So we're going to use that one. So what I'm going to try to do, like I said, roll these back. Oh, those are in there. Holy crap. All right, so I'm going to get that in there. That's going to be kind of a pain. Let me see if I can bend it a little bit. There we go. So since I did that, it looked like it was glued on there. I got a little chip right here from where it looked like it was glued on there or something like that. But that freed it up. So now, stick this guy in there, turn it. There we go. I should hold in the bow. So I guess it was just a paint deformity or something like that. Nice. So we got that. And of course, this is the hand we're going to use for her arrow, which I'm correct. The arrow should actually just fit right in there, like so. Good to know, right? So if you guys set it up as a archer type, there you go. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and pull. I'm gonna pull the right hand out first. floors. Oh, look at that black peg. Oh, see, she wants to fall over. All right, so get that black peg out of there. I'm going to stick it in this one right here. Kind of doesn't want to go in. All right, so that's in there. Now we're going to slide that in there. You notice too, she don't really have armor too, so she don't have the sleeves and stuff going on. So it's a little easier to pose. So I pretty much went right on there. Now we're going to take this one off, her archery side. All right. So now I need the bow and the hand. So now I'm going to try to stick that in there like so. I'll get that in there. There we go, like so. All right. Now, put the hand in there. Nice. All right, I need some leverage here. Push that in there. All right. It feels like it's in there. All right. That's cool. That is cool. I like that. All right, let me fix this belt. It's going to drive me nuts. And you can put her hand up too if you want. Like she's getting ready to shoot. With her, I wonder if you can actually set her up. Like I said, she's kind of weak in the ankles. But she's staying. That's not bad. Now let's rotate her a little bit. Rotate her head. That's cool. Yeah, guys, that's the Ranger Slayer. Boom. Hope you guys enjoyed.